Welcome back to Networking Route, everyone. Whenever there are talks about networks, networking, especially Packet Tracer and GNS, I'm very much excited and, to be very honest, interested. So in this video, we will be learning how does a switch gets connected with a computer or a laptop in real life. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is a software named Packet Tracer and it is basically free from the Cisco. You can go to their website and download it. That's it. Now, if you come down to this section where it says switches and click on this first one and place it here on the map and click on the switch, click on CLI, you see the switch. It's booting up. So basically, Packet Tracer is mimicking the real hardware which is put on the Cisco device. So Cisco Packet Tracer is to make you use and get good in routing and switching and other Cisco products. But in real life, you cannot just open a switch. This is not how it works. For that, let me close this. We need to have a computer or a laptop. Let's go to this second section. Click on the PC, put it here on the screen. Let's go to connection tab. Click on the second one which says console. Click once on the switch. Click once on console and go to the PC and click on this option. In real life, when you buy a Cisco switch, you will have a console port on that switch to manage that switch. And then you have to buy a cable, which is basically a console cable. One end goes into the switch and second one gets connected to your PC or laptop. But in the previous days, it used to be a serial port. Don't worry if you still have a very old console cable laying around. Basically, we have converter which will convert serial to USB. But nowadays, you can buy normal those cables. So in your PC, you need to download a program which is called Putty. Terraterm or other softwares are also there. Come here on the desktop. Click on the terminal and this is how you connect to a Cisco switch via a PC or a laptop. Do not change anything because we all know we only have one console port on the Cisco devices. Just click OK and here we have the full access to the Cisco switch. So this is basically Cisco iOS booting up. And here we have the entirety of the switch here. And Cisco Packet Tracer will work like a real Cisco switch. So basically with the console cable, you can connect switches, routers, firewalls if you want to manage them basically. So this is the interface of our switch. So first of all, we will be learning how to change the host name of the switch. To do that, we have three modes in switching. First one is enable mode. Second one is global mode. So this is the first mode which is user mode basically, and go from user mode to enable mode, we have to type enable. And if you are lazy like me, Cisco has thought about you. Just press the tab, press the enter. And if there are no other commands starting with EN, then you will be good to go. But if there are other commands which are starting with EN, then you will have an option and then you have to put additional word which is different from the other command. From here, we have to go to the global mode. To do that, we have to write configuration terminal. And lazy as me, I will not write it. The shortcut is conf space T. Write it down or you can write configure terminal. That's still lazy. Press the enter and here you can see we are in the global mode. What this means is whatever changes we are gonna make here, it will affect the entire switch. So to do that, write the host name first. And on this screen, people go crazy. They will give names which will make no sense. And in the production environment, it is not healthy at all. Before this part comes in, there is a guy who makes a network diagrams for every company, every major company, if I want to say that. So according to that, everything goes into the place. But here the person who is working on the switch or any other Cisco devices, their intelligence come in. So to counter that, I will be giving name of the state. So first name I'm gonna give is Delhi. Press the enter and here you can see on the screen name changes from switch to Delhi. Let's say you do not want to give it. You want to give it Goa, Mumbai, or let's say UP or MP. So there are two ways. First one is negating the command, which means just type no host name, press enter, and it will revert back to the older one, which is switch. Second one is, let me redo this process once again, then I will show you. Host name Delhi. Now if I do not want to negate it, I just can write host name, remove this Delhi and type Goa. Press enter and it will become Goa. It is completely up to you how do you want to use these commands. Let's change the name back to Delhi. Enter, and now we are with Delhi, and you can see I paused for a while and it automatically locked me out of the running session, so I have to restart this session. In the beginning of this video, I told you this PC is connected with this switch via this console cable, and on each Cisco device we have one console port. So this means if you have configured a Cisco switch and moved back to your home, I can come into your office if we basically work in the same office, take out my own console cable, plug into your switch's console port, and I can mess your switch up. To prevent this, we have to lock this console port. Let's go back to the switch interface, and we have to be in the global configuration mode for this to happen. So here we have to type line space question mark. With the help of question mark, you will get what kind of options you have with this command. We have a console and VTY lines. Now here we have to configure line console. So I will be writing line con, tabbing it up and pressing the question mark again. Here you can see it says which port you want to configure. It's 0 or 0. As I told you before, Cisco is playing with us. We only have one console port on each Cisco device. Press the 0 and enter. Now you can see prompt is changed. Now we are in the line console port. Now let's start with the question mark again. With the question mark, so here is the list of the commands that I can use here. So you can see there is a command called password. So I'll be typing password here. After the password, type the question mark. And here is the list. There are two types of passwords available. First one is secret password, basically encrypted version. Second one is basically non-encrypted version. So it's line, basically words. So I'll be setting this non-encrypted one for this. Type password Cisco. Press the enter. Now we have set the password as Cisco. Let me show you what Cisco mean by saying non-encrypted or in words. Control Z. Now here, run this command, show running, config, press enter, space. Here you can see line con 0, password is Cisco. Let's go out from this as well. Press enter and we should have a password prompt here. Enter. Ooh. No password prompt, but why? So basically we have to tell Cisco devices whenever someone is trying to connect to you over a console port by a console cable, you should ask them for a password. We have to set it up in the line console 0 port. Let's go back to that. EN short for enable, conf T short for configure terminal, line con 0, press enter. Now just type login, control Z, exit. Here you can see password. Just type the password Cisco and we are logged in back to the switch.